speaking of guys coming up, you know, especially if you have to take a time off, one of the guys coming up that's causing a big buzz that a lot of people are talking about is Darren Till. I want to get your thoughts on him as a fighter, and is that somebody that you might see yourself matching up with sooner rather than later? Even though, I mean, there is some distance in the rankings, but you never know with the UFC. A lot of times they just mix and match because the guys are the it now. So
exactly. You know, Darren Till, man, he's a tough guy, good striker. You know, though I saw the fight where he fought Donald Cerrone and ended up just dismantling him. It was a great fight. He's a tall 170 and a very good Muay Thai stylist. But yeah, man, you got some of these up-and-comers like Darren Till coming up, man. I got my eye on every one of these guys because you never know. Like you said, I find myself down the road and find these guys sooner than later, so I got to make sure I keep my eye on them. You know, Colby Covington's another one, RDA, all these guys are coming up. So watching them, man, and you know, trying to pick them apart if I can and trying to stay active that way. But yeah, man, that could be a possibility in the future.
Rumors are true. Ronda Rousey is here. Stephanie, what do you know about this?
I'm speechless, Cole.
I mean, you gotta know something about this.
I know what I'm looking at.
At WrestleMania 31, you had a run-in with her.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ronda Rousey!
Well, looks scary, he acts scary, he does this, he does that, but I do everything better than Yoel. You know, the only thing he's got some wrestling, but that wrestling is just going to get him in trouble. He's got some athleticism. He's a freak athletic, but I'm a technical freak. I'm gonna shut him down everywhere. People overlook the way I look and maybe the way I act or whatever the fuck is they see. But guess what? Like I said, I will go deeper. I will go darker than any of these motherfuckers. Mark my words, I've done it. I'll never be outdone. And I'm a fighter. And I've obviously been here and I've proven that over and over and over, and I'm going to go prove it again. You know, I don't know if Yoel thinks he can grapple with me. He'll be in for a surprise if he really wants to take it there. So whether he wants to strike and he thinks he's okay there, I'm gonna make him pay there, and I think he falls back to his instinct and he tries to wrestle. So I'm gonna make him pay for the wrestling. I'm gonna hit scrambles. I'm gonna be on top. Like, I'm gonna get in positions where he's never felt. And so.
I joined about 6 months ago. You said this was before the Jones fight. You said I want to fight Jones, Alex, but I like that you forecasted that day. If you had to forecast now, what are the fights that you think you want to knock off? It doesn't matter in what order, but what do you think is probably the three you could end your career with and be happy? Allow me to give you my wish list.
Give me your wish list.
My wish list is Stipe, and then Alex Gustafsson. If Jones solves it all the third time, then Jones on the way out.
You know, man, Stipe is a fantastic champ. I love him. But, you know, so I haven't given it much more thought than the last time you guys or anyone have asked me. But, yes, the boss did tell me that it is a possibility. It's something that we would want to consider, you know. So, you know, obviously Kane's working his way back into fighting, and I've always said that as long as he was fighting in that division now, and I could avoid a fight between him and I, that is what I would do. And so, with him on his way back, you know, it does limit my involvement in the heavyweight division. So, as of right now, we're at the same place we were in before. Plus, you actually said go fight Stipe and then go fight Alex. If I actually fight at heavyweight, I'd never want to do the weight cut again.
You're right.
So, like, I truly feel myself.
Conor with his ground game. We haven't seen it yet.
You know what? He came into my gym a few years ago, and he looked good. And the fact that he came through and jumped in with my animals that I got there shows that you know, he's willing to. Yeah. The thing about jiu-jitsu is that's different than striking is you could train striking every day and get like the ultimate striking training every day, and never get in a winning-losing situation. Never get in an actual fight.
Conor McGregor has not been stripped. In conjunction with that statement, we were told Tony Ferguson is going to fight Khabib for the undisputed belt. In fact, I believe the word that was used is for the real belt. I read this. I thought, through my memory, that Dana White was the one that made the quote. I've ran this past some other people, and they say, I haven't heard that, Chael. So it appears that maybe I've got that off. I definitely read that somewhere, but maybe it wasn't by Dana, which means maybe it's not official. So that's my very first question to you guys. Help me out with that one. Has it been stated that Khabib and Tony are fighting for the official title? And I'm going to operate off of that premise because that's what I read. So then it comes to the question, why hasn't Conor been stripped? You're saying he's not stripped. To me, that sounds like he's stripped. Why would we delay the stripping? How does that work? And that's where the whole thing starts to get a little funny, right? I'm still a fan of the interim title, and I'm starting to be out on an island by myself. I just keep hearing people that don't like the interim belt, and I keep resisting and going, why do? I like it for marketing. I love all the pains that you have, all the conflicts you have for the interim title, for me, work themselves out when the two guys, both with belts, walk to the ring when we finally bring that fight together. It just reminds me of Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan all over again. Two guys got straps, let's put them together. And it's everything you got to go through to get there ends up paying off for me as a fan. However, the level of ridiculousness that things are seeming to get to, it does make it a little bit tougher for me to stand strong on that topic. And I am a little bit confused right now that if Khabib and Tony have been, if I'm right on that premise, have been announced to be fighting for the real title, but Conor isn't stripped. Well, yes, he is. And then the other thing is, and where I get hung up on this, and I'm sure there's a very simple answer, but I don't know it, and that drives me crazy. I have to know everything. I don't like it when I don't know. Why wouldn't you just strip him right now? If you know you're going to strip a guy, it's kind of like if you know you're going to fire a guy. Why wait? If you know you're going to hire a guy, why wait? If you know you're going to marry a girl, why wait? If you know you're going to break up with a girl, why wait? Once that decision's made, that part I can't figure out. Is it a respect thing? You know, don't forget, Conor doesn't want to be stripped. He doesn't want to fight, but he doesn't want to be stripped. And my evidence for that is when they did strip him of the 145-pound title. You know, if you guys remember that, he fought that tooth and nail. And they said, Conor, you're too big. You had too hard of a time making 145. He said, that's my business. I've never missed weight.
This is number one bullshit.